Hi, I'm Sweet Sylvanians, and I make videos about Sylvanian families, also known as Calico critters. And today I have the details of a brand new blind bag which has just been announced in Japan. So these are the Baby Mysterious Wizard blind bag series, and these are the regular 8-figure bags, so widely available in all shops and not just the official ones, and these are the 18th series in the blind bag range. These are all the figures included in the Baby Mysterious Wizard bags. The babies are in satiny gowns and outfits, with whimsical details like capes and hoods, and the accessories have a magical theme, often featuring green translucent parts. But let's take a look at each of the babies in closer detail. The first figure is Gloria Midnight the Black Cat. She's the epitome of wizard theme, so I'm glad she's included in this series. Gloria is wearing a blue puffy outfit with a little hooded cape made of a darker blue material, and that has gold stars and swirls around the hem. Her accessory is described as a magic wand, but I'd say it's more of a staff, with the plastic moulded like a gnarled old piece of wood. There's a purple pearly bead at the top, and the staff is splashing into some sort of green goo. I can't quite tell if the splash is showing liquid or more like crystals, but it definitely looks interesting, and Gloria is up to some sort of magic. Next is Snow Leopard Standing Baby Lala Alpine. She's dressed in a lilac gown which has a jagged hem and has a purple cape which looks like Gloria's one. She's also doing something mysterious and has a green translucent flask which has lots of foam or smoke coming out of it. That forms a stand for the flask to make it look like it's floating, which is a really neat idea. I also like how Lala is posed as if she's controlling the potion. It wouldn't be a Sylvanian blind bag without a chocolate rabbit, so here is Creme. She's in a pink satin dress, but has a longer flowing cape with no hood. Instead, her dress has the gold stars and swirls around the hem. Creme is sat on a little brown broom, flying atop a cloud, so it makes sense for her cape to be flying out. The cloud looks like it's on a little rocker, so I guess it could look like Creme is moving. The fourth baby is Viola Flora, the sitting lop-eared rabbit. She's in a different style outfit, which is similar to the regular sitting baby's rompers, but in a blue satin with black lace. Her accessory also looks to be a rocking one, and it's a purple magic carpet on top of another cloud. I can't see the details too well, but the magic carpet looks to have some starry details moulded across it and swirls around the edge. I like how this isn't just flat and curls up at the corners. Next is another sitting baby, this time Jamie Periwinkle. Jamie is wearing a purple version of the previous outfit, again with black lace around the middle. His accessory is a purple and green net, in which I think Jamie has caught a star. The net part is translucent plastic to make it look more like an actual net, though there are no holes which you'd otherwise expect. The handle of the net also has some stars moulded along it. Gloria Midnight's baby brother Reggie is also in this series, in a hilarious looking owl costume. That is solid white plastic with a tiny yellow beak and little eyes above the hole for his face to peek through. I think this is meant to be a costume, as there are kind of buttons down the middle, but in reality I'd expect this to be made of two pieces which clip together around the baby. Underneath the costume, Reggie is wearing a pale blue outfit, which I assume is just the elasticated ring like we often see. The final known figure is Yana Polar the polar bear, who hasn't been featured in a set in a long time, so it's lovely to see her. She's wearing a pale blue gown which has a kind of collar or cape situation, and a golden navy moon swirly stars pattern. I adore her accessory, which is some sort of laboratory equipment made of the translucent green plastic, on a brown base and a silver pole. It's been a long time since I did science, but this looks like a complex experiment. Perhaps something to do with the star which Jamie has caught. I've got no idea if it's realistic, but I do think it's really cool looking. And finally, as always with these blind bags, there's a mystery baby. We do have the silhouette, and from that I'm pretty certain this is a willow deer. The accessory is less clear to me, perhaps a mushroom on a base piece, or some sort of science equipment again. I'm not too sure, so I'd love to know what you think this could be. This promo picture shows all of the figures together, excluding the secret one, and they've added lights behind some of the translucent pieces, which make it look very mysterious. The babies are sat on a hill, and the house in the back left is the Owl's house from the Little Tales collection. And although this blind bag series isn't actually labelled as Little Tales, it certainly looks to be very cohesive with that. For instance, Creme's outfit and broom look like smaller version of Jilly's and are both on clouds. And the Little Tales furniture had some sort of star apparatus, which Jamie could be helping catch stars for. And of course Reggie is dressed like one of the Nightswift owls. I also think this collection with the wizarding theme is similar to a blind bag series from a good few years ago, the Magical Baby series. This is one of my favourite ever. It was the first blind bag collection I fully completed and also what got me back into Sylvanians as an adult. So while the accessories do look a little simple from a 2026 lens, it will always be special to me. This series also had Gloria and Reggie Midnight, along with Justin Caramel with a wooden staff and Mia Cakebread with a broomstick. So similar accessories to these new blind bags. Back to them. These are released in Japan just in time for Halloween on the 10th of October, with pre-orders from the 1st of October, and they will be 891 yen each. There's also a box containing 16 bags, which costs over 14,000 yen. They are careful to say this doesn't guarantee a full set, and I've heard that the old trick of each side of the box containing a full set of 8 might not be the case anymore. It's also worth noting that this is quite a big price increase on the previous series. The adventure blind bags were 750 yen each, so it's an almost 20% price increase in just 6 months that I don't really see as being justified. But that being said, I can see these still being popular, and if you'd like to try your luck with the box of 16, that is available for pre-order on Amazon Japan with international delivery. However, the timeline between Japan and the rest of the world getting regular blind bags has been less than 6 months for the most recent series, so I'd expect this to come out internationally maybe spring next year. I think the mysterious wizard blind bags are really fun, and I'm excited to see more pictures of these babies in real life, and also how collectors use them in setups. My favourites are probably Reggie, Gloria and Yana, especially Yana's experiment, which could even work for a science classroom. I do also like the epoch art adding to the Little Tales world, even if not directly labelled as such. I also think they'd be complementary to other series and sets with a woodland theme, or that are a bit more magical like the fairy series. But let me know what you think of these blind bags, whether you'll be buying them, and which your favourites are. And as always, thank you for watching this video. If you like Sylvanian Families content, then subscribe to my channel as I post videos every week about everything Sylvanian, including news and announcements like this, as well as unboxings and shopping tours.